Hi, I'm Girl Game Renee, and here's some community tips on shooting. The first tip, of course, is definitely shooting wide open is the best shot to take. 2 would be if the defender has his hands down, hand down, man down. So definitely take that shot. And 3, definitely creating great spacing. And these are the 3 top defensive tips. My number 1 defensive tip is
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. The guard set is Giddey and White. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Big Dog in at the small forward. And for the Spurs, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Chris Paul is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the 3 slot. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here's Big Dog, Vucevic, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
2 physical points from Vucevic. He enjoys bumping down low.
Sohan with the ball. And it's Vassell in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Pass to White. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And he gets it to go. No problem on the 3 from Big Dog.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And stolen by Giddey. Pass to Big Dog. Feeds to Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. Defended by Sohan. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Big Dog. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. Take a look at the Spurs. They've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they've just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlooked them as a top team.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, and that mid-range shot is really Vassell's primary weapon.
Giddey the pass to Big Dog. Giddey against Paul. Here's Big Dog. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That's his first foul. Here's Big Dog. Right side, White. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Fox. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
Yeah, it seems like White's got that in-between range figured out.
You know, Stan, it is great to see Kobe White put it all together.
It sure is, Kevin. This guy hung in there with a great attitude. Even when he wasn't playing as much as he wanted to, he's still growing as a player, knocking down shots. His confidence is sky high. His approach will take him a long way.
I got to believe as a coach, that is incredibly satisfying to have that kind of play.
Yeah, it really is when you have a guy like that, he just keeps getting better.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now, Sohan, he's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Here is Paul. after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And it's Vassell in the corner. No good from outside. And here are the Bulls now. Big run right now going for them, 11-2.
Bulls.
Here's a look at some of the stats for Josh Giddey.
First personal foul.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Chicago. Off to a great start this season, currently in second.
Checking out Chicago. They've had an impact on the league already this year. You always hear them talk about the power rankings in the NBA, and they're climbing that list in a hurry.
Well, a lot of people didn't think they had this in them, but whatever their off-season preparation was, it's working.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, so kind of special to see how they match up. A lack of familiarity both for the players and the fans.
Bulls on D. Now here's Vassell. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. A putback, Wembanyama on the foul.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Pass to Big Dog. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at. Obviously, the development of the younger guys and your chemistry is always ongoing.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, he's as steady as they come at the big man position. Vucevic is someone you can count on to help you shoulder some of the offensive load.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes, their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. The Spurs making a switch here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Buzelis' shot is good.
And how about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie, getting it done.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Giddey. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, and I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
Yeah, and what the heck were you supposed to do to stop him? Bucket after bucket from deep. Quite a showing.
Here's Sohan after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. And here is Giddey. His last outing, he had 8 points. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Paul. And Fox has it in the corner. The 10-footer. And he hits the jump shot.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Here's Buzelis. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Big Dog, count that one. Big Dog's got 5 now.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Now the pass to Sohan. Fox with it. He had 19 points in the win against the Suns in Phoenix. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Kobe White.
And we talk about Fox's speed, but he also has length. He's a factor there in the paint.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Big Dog's got his 3rd basket of the night. Spurs trail by 16. Fox passes to Barnes. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Champagnie. The shot, no good. Collins with some nice D. Jones, the pass to Big Dog. Three-pointer. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And for De'Aaron Fox, his 3-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game.
The Bulls leading by 19. Vassell on the wing along with Johnson. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And White kicks to Giddey. Good on the triple. Giddey's got the first points up on the board here in the 2nd quarter for the Bulls. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Johnson in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Big Dog. To the inside. Another one falls for Chicago.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Paul passes to Vassell. High post Johnson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mamukelashvili. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Count that bucket. And 12 points for Big Dog.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Back to Paul. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Hammers the alley-oop through.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Over to the wing. Back to Giddey. Bulls moving the ball around. Big Dog. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's get an update on Barnes. What's the status, David?
Thanks, Kevin. I got some news from the Spurs head athletic trainer. It was confirmed that the ankle did turn and it has significant swelling. He can put very little weight on it right now. Right in the thick of the season, this is a major blow. We'll see how this group of players responds going forward. Back to you guys.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
And there is no hesitation on Vassell's catch-and-shoot jumpers. Any sort of room, and he's letting it fly.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says, Victor's a different player. He's got talents, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-4 run. Now the feed to Vucevic. Good defense by Wembanyama. The Spurs have gone only 2 of 7 for the field since the second quarter got underway. The shot by Paul, no good. Chicago's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Now Buzelis, 8 points his last outing. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. It is never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
Well, you look at Buzelis, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
So do you sit him with 3 fouls? Big decision for his coach here.
Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And White kicks to Giddey. Beyond the arc. Vassell grabs the board. Johnson outside. Launches a 3. Tips it up. Wembanyama on the foul. Wembanyama's got 6.
Yeah, with the incredible reach of Wembanyama, how do you keep him off the glass?
Here's Big Dog. Got it. Good job in the low post. Big Dog's got 19 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Passes to Johnson. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. 6 points for him.
Well, that's a nice bit of space, and Johnson was locked and loaded for that catch-and-shoot jumper.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Vassell wide open. Off target with his three.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
And Stan, a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
25.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
Here's Johnson. Chicago grabs the miss. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. To the middle, here's Vucevic. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, the interior is where Vucevic is at his most assertive. So the defense has to be overwhelming to stop him.
Vassell finds Sohan. Back to Vassell. With the shot. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Big dog, no good.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
They get it again. Wembanyama, right side. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Wembanyama's got 9 points.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Giddey the pass to Vucevic. Over Wembanyama. Vucevic with the bucket. He's got 12.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Inside, here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, everything Johnson does on the court, he does with force.
Here's Big Dog. 22 points for him. Outside, White. Shoots over Vassell. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes. And they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Pass to Wembanyama. Sohan with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. There's the pass to Paul. Vassell outside. Goes up the baseline. Here's Wembanyama. It's Vassell on the wing. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Giddey with the bounce pass. Pass to Big Dog for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The shot by Paul, no good.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Big Dog. 25 points in the game. Buzelis' shot is good. Buzelis has got 10 points in the game.
And how about the patience from Buzelis and the body control? He doesn't rush through that play.
Sohan inside. He had 10 points in the win against the Suns in Phoenix.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Well, it's nothing new for him. They are at their best when he's setting the table like that.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. The guard set is Giddey and White. Buzelis out there with Big Dog, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And play stops, whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
So that brings him up to 4 fouls, so he's forced to hold himself back a little now, which may make him a target for the offense.
Back to Giddey. And the layup's good off the glass. Giddey's got 7 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
White against Fox. And no good that time. White with the defensive effort. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Assisted by
He's got 6.
Buzelis.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And San Antonio shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Paul with the ball, defended by Giddey. Fox. And it's White with the rebound. Chicago's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
San Antonio again missing.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
White the pass to Vucevic. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
To stop the run, and it's blocked.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time. Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts. And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Sohan. Paul outside. 3-pointer, Fox. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Here's Vassell. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Vassell's got 10 points.
And in nailing the 3 there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by Chicago.
Here's Big Dog. He's got 27. Down low. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Well, we've seen this for years. Vucevic is a dependable scorer who can attack you in a variety of ways.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. To the middle, here's Vassell. Lays it up off the glass. And 12 points for Devin Vassell.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Big Dog, covered by Vassell. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Here's Johnson. Chicago grabs the miss. Buzelis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the inside, Big Dog. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Big Dog's got 4 points this quarter. To the left side wing. Here's Sohan. Back to Paul. Outside, Fox. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Count that one.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And it's Paul with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Vassell. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And the pass to Big Dog. This one for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Big Dog's got 34.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assists.
Right side, Fox. The shot, no good. White with the defensive effort.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Big Dog. Here's Giddey. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA 65 games requirement for postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans and putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect, that guys are out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, D.A. Thank you. Out left to the wing. Fox from outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Here's Big Dog, covered by Vassell. Buzelis' shot is good.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Pass to Sohan. Great D that time from Vucevic. Now Chicago has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach Jeremy Sohan? He played a lot of point guard during his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
Zach Collins checked in for the Bulls. Jones comes in for White. Here's Bassey. Still yet to score. The wide open look here for Fox. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Jones with the bounce pass. Here's Big Dog. Here's Collins. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front.
Here's Champagnie. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Giddey the pass to Big Dog. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
Assist goes to
Giddey's got his 9th assist in the game now. Passes it to Bassey. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Outside, Fox. Pass to Champagnie. And it's Big Dog with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, what a terrible foul there. The shot clock winding down, and he ends up bailing out the offense with a silly foul.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now.
Substitution on the court. Shooting for Chicago, Kevin Huerter. At the line for one.
The free throw off from Huerter. Paul looking around. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin.
Hey guys, it's your girl Miss T, and we are kicking off the summer. I hope to see you guys on the court on the W.
It's Kobe, man. I hope you're having a great summer on the 2K streets, man. And my biggest tip would be to try all the vast game modes that 2K has, whether it be My League, My Team, but especially My League and get in, run simulations, maybe you want a player lock. That's really going to help you have some fun during the summer if you're looking for something else to pick up.
What's going on, guys?
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, our reporter, and now Indiana's starting group, Siakam at power forward with Turner in its center. Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell, and it's Mathurin in at small forward. And for Chicago, Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Big Dog in at the small forward position. And Clark, for these two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
Now here's McConnell. Against Brooklyn, he was really on his game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Halliburton. It's hauled in by White. And White has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Down low. Here's Big Dog. Mathurin with a rebound. Siakam with it. Fires the three. And it's Mathurin missing. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Giddey into the lane. An easy two on the layup.
The drive and the finish. Giddey's concentration on these physical takes is superb.
Pass to Siakam. Blocked. Here's Big Dog, defended by Halliburton. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. White with it. Here's Big Dog. Counted from distance. Big Dog's got 5.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness. He is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards.
Now here's Giddey. 15 in his last outing. Big Dog can't get it to go.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
McConnell against Giddey. McConnell passes to Mathurin. The Pacers again can't hit.
Tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Pass to Big Dog.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Number 25. 2 shots.
The first one falls. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, after their run to the conference finals last season, the Pacers moved to secure their roster moving forward, re-signing Pascal Siakam and Obi Toppin, and then extending Andrew Nembhard. With a young team that's already shown so much promise, there is upside in staying the course. This team should have some staying power for years to come, guys.
No doubt about it. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. And, yep, it's good.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses those long arms exceedingly well to get second chance opportunities.
Here's Big Dog. He's got 7. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Halliburton. 7-point differential. Pass to Mathurin. 3-pointer. Buries it from 3.
He'll mix one in here and there. Mathurin stretches the floor that way, making the defense respect his 3-ball.
Here's Big Dog. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's McConnell. Yet to see a basket. Now here's Siakam. To the inside. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Chicago leading by 6. Left side Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis. Not shying away from some physicality inside.
White against Halliburton. Here's Turner. Vucevic with some nice D. To the paint. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pacers trail by 10. Now here's Halliburton. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Siakam, the pass to Mathurin. That one goes. Count it. Mathurin's got 5 points.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Here's Giddey. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And it's Mathurin missing.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Big Dog. Turner covers inside. Buzelis. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's a well-timed play with Buzelis ready to catch and finish.
And the bucket is good. Atheren's got his third basket on the night right there.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Giddey passes to Big Dog. Unloads from 13. And again, it's Chicago.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Halliburton. Here's Siakam. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Big Dog. He's got 13. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Vucevic has gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
Now here's Siakam. No points yet. Offensive board. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. Some changes for Chicago. Collins comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Trey Jones in for Giddey. Outside Walker. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. This their first chance to take a look at Indiana this season.
And these two teams will face off against one another 4 times. It should be fun.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
He's really carrying the load, but no man could do it all by himself.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Big Dog. Now here's Collins, covered by Bryant. White looking it over. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Big Dog, good. Big Dog's got 16 points.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have. Pacers trail by 21. They've got Nikola Vucevic. Josh Giddey out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Big Dog in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's McConnell, and it's Giddey with a rebound. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. A 21-point lead, the biggest of the game, and he comes up with a bucket.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide-open man.
Here's McConnell. Chicago making their last shot. Here's Siakam. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Vucevic, the pass to Big Dog. And the layup falls. Big Dog's got 20 points.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Big Dog. To the paint. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
The Pacers have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Outside Nesmith. Now McConnell. He's scoreless. 5 to shoot. Halliburton. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. Chalk up 2 there. 22 points for him.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Neesmith's shot is off.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Chicago Bulls. On Sunday, they'll face off against Kyle Lowry and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, this is one we've all been waiting for. 2 of the best teams in the league going at it. And you know whoever wins is going to be viewed as a finals contender.
Turner, he's checked in for Jackson.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best. Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. And so it's Indiana with it. The Bulls making their last shot to win the drought. And there's the rejection.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great time points. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
To the left wing. Here's Turner. Second chance effort. Chicago with a rebound.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
To the inside. Pass to Big Dog. From deep three-point range. They get it back. And that one's good. Giddey. Giddey's got 6.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Now here's Siakam. Outside for McConnell. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And Neesmith gets it to go.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Chicago with the ball. They're on an 18-3 run. Here's Big Dog. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 5 assists tonight.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
2 points. That one goes.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
McConnell's shot is off. Chicago has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. And Ball throws it down.
Boy, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Siakam. Right wing. A good look from Turner. Cash money on the open jump shot. Turner's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass is coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
And Another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Halliburton after the basket by Chicago. The three-pointer off the mark.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Indiana has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Nesmith. Vucevic with some nice D. The Bulls shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here's Siakam. Last game he had 28 points. Pass to Halliburton. Big Dog pulls it in. Big Dog's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here is Vucevic, defended by Halliburton.
Now that is a terrific cut to the basket by Vucevic. I mean, really excelling in the pick and roll set.
Well, the Pacers shooting just 24% on this one. Not great. Inside, here's Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Pass to Big Dog. Down low. Buzelis banked it in off the glass. Buzelis has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Man, we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Here's Big Dog, and he makes it. 25. Big Dog's got 30 points.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Turner against Vucevic. Now here's Turner. Not a lot of room. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Ball. Soft touch off the glass. Ball's got 6 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Siakam. Over Buzelis. Siakam, no good.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Good on the bucket.
Nikola Vucevic, guys, just goes to work when he gets an opportunity to score. I mean, he's a very, very polished offensive player.
Now here's Halliburton. 6 points for him. Siakam, no good.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic slams it in.
Too easy for Vucevic. I mean, at his size and with his skill set, I mean, he's a threat down there.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Graham, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
And he makes a first. Well, Clark, playing time is so... And so it's the Chicago Bulls way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And their defense has stood out.
The Pacers, 41.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell, and it's Mathurin in at the 3 slot. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Halliburton against White. And the basket by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Halliburton, such a special player, and his rush hour handles round out his game.
Big dog, good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Shot's good by Mathurin.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Up top, Giddey. He's marked by McConnell. Giddey passes to Big Dog. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Big Dog's got 5 points now this quarter.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Another 3 for Chicago.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
And here's McConnell. 5 points in the game. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Turner. Blocked. McConnell against Giddey. Now White. Here's Big Dog. The 3. They get it back. Vucevic. And he lays it up and in. Vucevic has got 14.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Halliburton against White. Pass to Siakam. To the middle. Here's Turner. Here's Mathurin. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Giddey passes to Big Dog. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Buzelis' shot is good. He's got 16.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Siakam looking it over. Back to McConnell. Poke loose. And now the Bulls in transition. Here's Big Dog. He drops it from range. Big Dog's got 41.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Looking to end this cold spell. Turner, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pacers. And let's check out which teams have been offensive juggernauts the past 10 games. The Bulls in second.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
Here's Siakam. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. A shot to stop the run. And it's Chicago with a board. Big Dog's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the paint. Vucevic. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
Vucevic really, you know, he has the ability to dominate on the offensive end, and that's why he's an all-star caliber center.
Pass to McConnell. Back to Halliburton. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Yep, count it. White's got 5 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Outside Mathurin. Haliburton outside. 4 on the clock. He hits the back iron and sinks it. 10 points for him.
Whenever that mid-range jump shot is available, Haliburton is going to take advantage of it. He's a really good passer, but also an opportunistic scorer.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
McConnell outside. Down it goes, and a great assist by Haliburton. Haliburton's got 3 assists in the game.
The versatility of Haliburton, that's what you love about him. He can score it, he can pass it, and he makes very good decisions.
To the inside. Here's Buzelis. Outside Giddey. Here's Big Dog. 3-pointer off the mark. Vucevic with a steal. And Turner with the block.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Mathurin with the ball, guarded by Vucevic. It's blocked. Outside White. From down in the low post, it goes. White's got 6 points in the quarter. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls?
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Vucevic's shot is off. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
3rd personal foul.
And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to...
Substitution.
Always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
And that one falls for Vucevic.
He couldn't get to the line once in the first half. Coach must have really talked to him at the break.
Williams and Vucevic are inside. Lonzo Ball is out there with Kobe White. And it's Big Dog in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Ball throws it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Now here's Nesmith. Tight defense on him. And stolen by Williams. Down low. Here's White. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Offensive rebound. And that one drops.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Big Dog uses the glass to finish the layup. Big Dog's got 15 points here in the second half.
A pass-first point guard, Lonzo Ball, is very consistent at looking to get his teammates involved.
Jackson, the pass to Mathurin. McConnell with it. Lets it go from deep. Big Dog pulls it in. Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Inside, here's Nesmith. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And he goes right after the guy who just scored on him.
Oh, he made sure to return the favor.
Guys, some pride bubbling up right there. He wasn't about to be outshone.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
McConnell passes to Mathurin. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 15. They get it again. Here's Turner. Some solid defense from Williams.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
And there's White. That's good on the assist from Williams.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Ball against McConnell. And rejected.
Ball size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
Big Dog can't get it to go. Indiana's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. McConnell against Ball. Pass to Mathurin. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And Ball gets it to go.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Jackson, the pass to Nesmith. Jackson down low. Working on Vucevic. And the dunk by Jackson.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Count it. Good. White's got 6 in the quarter.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Ball against McConnell. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, BA, it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
The kick out to Williams. Yep, that one goes.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Pass to Turner. To the middle. Here's Nesmith. Chicago with a rebound. Here's Big Dog. Inside, Williams. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Nesmith on the wing. Chicago with a rebound. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Big Dog's got 47 points.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it. 1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
And White has got the ball here for the Bulls. Ball outside. Here's Big Dog. The offensive rebound. Yep, that one's good. Vucevic has got 11 points here in the second half.
Yeah, you know, one of the best parts of Nikola Vucevic's game is his great body, excellent hands, and the high motor makes him an outstanding rebounder.
2 minutes.
McConnell against Ball. Shot from 12. Chicago with a rebound. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside White. Over to the left wing. Big Dog passes to White. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
Here's Turner. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Chicago's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense
for the Bulls.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Big Dog.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Big Dog, good.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Jackson gets the bucket.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
To the inside. Big Dog passes to White. Here's Big Dog. The 3 is up. Launches it. And he cans that one.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up for